call-in. We haven't had one for a long while. Just going to be talking about the Ed Woodward quotes, a few other things. Basically, the fact that it's been out today, Ed Woodward has said that we're going to have long-term success under Ollie, and he says the main thing United want to play is attacking football and win trophies. That's not attacking football. I don't know what he's on. That is not attacking football. I don't understand the fact that he said that is attacking football. Yo, Jaden. Jaden, if you want to go on, if you have Discord, we're having Discord call-ins right now. If you'd like to come and maybe say something on the show, that'd be appreciated. If you want to sit here and chill, that's grand. But Ed Woodward's come out and say that the main two things we want at Man United is winning trophies and attacking football. That is such lies. In my opinion, that shows how inept he is as a director of football, a CEO of the club, because he runs it all basically. Like, he said that this is attacking football. That is not attacking football. That is sit back, win a free kick or penalty, get a goal, and then they attack, so then the result looks good. Like, if we didn't have Bruno in that Watford or Chelsea game, we'd be losing. Welcome Ellis Rushton. Guys, if you would like, I'm just gonna put a link into the chat of the Discord if you'd like to come. We're live right now. We're gonna get some callers in. We'll get the first one in. Just randomly picked. Here we go. Whoa. One sec. This is weird. Move. Live show. Hello? 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 Are you there? Mason. I'll just get someone else on quickly. Sorry about this, guys. I'll just have to...
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're there. I can hear.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Anything specific? Any subjects? Any topic?
Well, I've got some good ideas to talk about today. I was speaking to the boys in the kidding, the guys, and I was saying, like, soon, I think, some of these, I was talking about why Ole won't get sacked. Because at the moment, the Man City bans happen, the 5th place is in, depth right now to get the Champions League. We started the winning games because I think mainly the reason why we're winning it is because one player's changed us. And you know who that is? It's Bruno Fernandes. Like, I think he's done well, because, look at Martial. And I've seen him and Martial, Bruno and Martial's starting to score goals for me. And the best thing, and I told the guys in football, I've seen some of the games, and I saw the players did communication. I played football today at my school with a mate and a teacher, and I was going to the teacher, and we were doing like crossing and passing and shooting, and I was pointing at him, and I was saying go there, so he can shoot it. That's called communication. Now, half of the players at Man United, half the time, they don't do communication. Which is stupid, because you need communication.
That is a fact that is kind of, like, saying, like, even, just one sec, I don't know if I read it out already. Woodward's just papering over the cracks, Jaden says. But, yeah, he is, to be honest. That's what we kind of touched on at the start. But, like, that's the thing, like, that's the thing that we're kind of lacking. Like, it was kind of mentioned briefly in Ollie's post-match press conference. Like, Bruno's hitting those balls, and he's saying, yeah, make that run, but nobody's communicating back to him. Like, you notice when they're passing, dude, some players call out, but do much of them really communicate? Not really. And they need to work on that. They need to do, every time you pass the ball, you need to call out a name, or else the opposing team gets the ball. That's something I would do, in my opinion. And like the biggest problem at Man United at the moment is the lack of concentration we have. Man United studio. Ooh, welcome back to the chat. Welcome. But look, like that's the thing. Like they don't concentrate enough. They're switched off. Like when the ball gets up the pitch, I'm not gonna lie, Greenwood's guilty of it. But that's what he's gonna learn off. Dan James is guilty of it. They're not expecting the ball. They're expecting it to be passed to Bruno Martial. When they get the ball, they're kind of a bit switched off, and that's why when they're kind of running up the wings, they take a little bit to like kind of get the ball. If you get me, like get it up the pitch. Like they need to be switched on, and that's something that needs to be learned as well. Same with the fullbacks. Like even the CDMs, they get the ball and they're like, oh no. Like that Matt Maguire goal that nearly happened against Watford. Like you have to remember that was a lack of communication. That was lack of concentration by both of them. Like so, it just goes to show how vital communication is to the way football is at the moment. And name a football team that doesn't communicate. Like every football team has to communicate to win games. Like because if you were just walking around, like obviously the whole team doesn't just walk around silent, but if you just walked around the whole football pitch silent, never talked, never told anything, like it wouldn't be the players on the pitch would be like, oh, this is boring, this is not, why am I even at this club? Second of all, you'd be lack of concentration because you're not expecting it, because you're not, like there'd be mix-ups. Like that's why communication is so vital in the game of football. Like in the Premier League at the moment, like the Premier League is such a high intensity league that if you switch off for 2 seconds, that could cause your team a goal, that could cause your team penalty, that could cause your team to lose the ball in a clinical position in the last minute. Like I'm not saying that you can afford to do that in other leagues, but there's less of a chance it's going to be as quickly because the Premier League's so high intensity. The fitness levels are way higher than other leagues. The momentum, the tenacity is way higher. Like so that's why Bruno in the first game, I'm not going to lie, he looked a bit tired near the end. Like because you have to remember that the Portuguese league, it's not a bad league by any means, but it's just not up to the speed of the Premier League. I'm not saying the Premier League is the best league in the world, but what I'm saying is it definitely beats other leagues for fitness, without a doubt. Because you even notice it, like how many comebacks has there been in the Champions League? Like how many Liverpool made their comeback against Barcelona. They kind of looked a bit leggy. Like even PSG, because they're so used to being a Farmers League, they looked leggy against Man United, didn't they? When Man United won, even against Barcelona when Barcelona came back and won. Like you have to remember that if you're dominating leagues, like that's my prediction is Liverpool might not come back against Atletico. My main reasoning to that is they're in a league that is too easy for them at the moment. That's way that should be way harder, but it's too easy for them, and they're bossing it around. They're literally making it too easy. Like they literally don't have to really put effort into games. They've only drawn once this season, and then they're going against Atletico, a team that is compact at defending, really good at compact, doesn't leak many goals but doesn't score many goals. But when Atletico scored that goal, they defended well, and Liverpool aren't used to teams defending really well against them.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, thanks for coming. I'm gonna have to get someone else on, as you know. Alright, thanks. Right, that was good. I agree with Mason's points there, that there's lack of communication, the players are not being weird at the moment, but look, we're just going to get someone else on. Hello?
Hey Noah, are you alright?
Hello, what about, I'm grand, you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, you know, yeah, just chilling.
Any topic in specific you'd like to talk about?
I'd just like to talk about what Ed Woodward said.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just think that it's a load of crap. Look, I don't believe anything Ed Woodward says. I mean, he's messed up so many. He doesn't know nothing about football. He's just clueless, really. I mean, look, people say he doesn't know what he's doing, right? But in a way, he does know what he's doing. He could have easily appointed a director of football, to help us. I know we're being linked with and what's it, Antero Henrik from PSG. So I just think that's I mean, we should be looking at someone like a Paul Mitchell, getting the best Luis Campos. We should be looking at club.
And why does he have the right to be director of football when he said Ollie's style of play is attacking football? If he does not know, if you are saying Ollie has attacking football, you've no clue. I'm not gonna lie, get out director of football straight away because you don't know what football is, mate. And people say he's not director of football. He is director of football. He wants all rights because he gets a bigger pay packet. He gets more credit for everything, so he can't get as much hate as people say. And he thinks he knows it all. He doesn't have a clue about football. Name one piece of evidence he knew what he was doing when he signed a player. When was a signing out of the blue that we did not expect? You still there? Hello?
You look back right? Look at Man City, how they rebuilt their squad. They got rid of a lot of players. They brought in a lot. Man United should be getting the top. We should be getting, if it's a rebuild, we should be getting 5 players max. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see, and Edward was saying again that we're going to take this slow-paced way to transfers again, and that's the way we get the best signings. It's ridiculous. Literally trying to say, we're trying to scrape money again, and we're going to try to save 2 million for the Glazers' pocket. That will benefit the fans. What way does that benefit the football club except put that money into the pocket? And people who say Glazers have put money into the club, you cannot say they have when they're the only club in history, club owners in history, to not put 1 penny of their own money into a club. Now that is massive. And there was a study showing in 2015 the Glazers had taken all out of every, since they bought the club, they'd taken £1 billion out of the club. How much more? Just let that sink in,
Yeah. Ridiculous.
And you can't be saying Glazers are doing a good job, they're putting money into the club when they've taken £1 billion out. You can't
I'll just say this right now. My only saving grace for Manchester United is Pochettino, or either get the Saudis come in or something like that.
But the thing that's really sad though is the fact that Pochettino's not coming in. He's been backed. Ollie said that Woodward said we're going to get long-term success with Ollie, which means Ollie's staying next season, which is a disgrace in my opinion. What has he done to deserve the job? Yes, he's coached you. Yes. Well, he's kind of coached you. I'm not there's some debate about that. There's some players he's brought up, but he's been suggesting them. There's debate about that. But what has he done that solidified the team that has really improved us from last season? On his own accord.
I don't see nothing. I don't see anything.
Exactly. On his own accord, what has he done? On his own accord, has he coached players to be better? No. Not really. Has he brought up players from the youth team that would surprise you? Not really. He just brought up Eaton Laird for that game because it was a free game. It didn't mean anything. Chong gets barely in the game time. Where's Gomez? Greenwood, yeah, he plays, but it's only because we don't have any other wingers. No offense. If we had a winger this season, would Greenwood be playing as much? No, he wouldn't. If you put it that way, where's Garner? He's meant to be one of our he's meant to be upcoming youth player, but he hasn't even got one chance yet. Twanzebe, even when he was fit, he only started to play before he got his injury. Fossa Mensah is fit, he's not getting it looking.
Yeah, that's another thing. What happened to a positive mentor?
Exactly, and he's still like, if he's training with the team like for a long while now, post up pictures with Martial and training and all that. Where is he? Can you not give him a look in? Like, what? I'm not gonna lie, he has not been given a sufficient chance, in my opinion. Pereira has, Lingard has. Has he been given a sufficient chance? Heck no, he hasn't.
I just think that with Positive, I remember watching him under Louis van Gaal. He was very good, you know, strong.
Yeah.
Louis van Gaal was the type of manager for me that just promoted youth, give them faith and stuff like that. I don't give a damn about when people say, "Oh, Ollie's promoted youth." To me, he doesn't. No, not really.
But like, no, but like, I think personally, it's propaganda in my opinion, because how many players has he promoted from the youth system that have made more than 10 appearances this season? Mason Greenwood. But it's because we have no other options there. Who you can play one man? No, he's not going to play every single game. But look, man, I didn't even realise how long I had you on for. I'm going to have to get, as you know, a few other people on. But thanks for coming. Obviously, good caller. Show up again. Some good points as usual.
Yeah.
But thanks.
Alright, mate. Thanks. Cheers.
Thanks. See, that was some points. Like, we agreed there. We thought the same things. Like Ed Woodward, like, he's just milking the club at the moment. And I just don't think we should stand for it anymore as a club anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna have to get another guy on. Yo, good game. I just pick you up in the wrong times. Look, we're getting we got a few people out here today, which is brilliant. And it's hopefully maybe if these guys could be regulars now, maybe come on a Sunday as well, which would be brilliant. So then we'd have Southpaw and Southpaw and Devil as well, which would be 7 people, which would be brilliant. Like, this is good. This is what we like to see. We like to see people calling up, new up and coming callers, and they're good. They know what they're talking about. It's really interesting to have different perspective and not just the same people over and over again. I'm not. No. There's nothing bad about. You guys. But what I'm saying is, it's good to have new people as well, because at the end of the day, you'll get tired of hearing the same people as well. The fans will. Like, it's not that they don't like ye, it just they want to see new faces as well.
Yeah.
Like, they like ye, definitely. It just they want to see more people, more like. But look, how are you?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Anything specific you like to talk about, bro?
Well, we just had a good chat with the lads in the Q&A. I've got an idea from them. So basically, I kind of want to talk about, and what's your opinion on the James, like, you know how James has come back and had a solid performance. Most people's opinion. Yeah. Do you think it's because he's switched out to the left, or do you think it's because he's had a break?
Bit of both. I think personally the right is not for him. He likes it, as we know, he likes to put in a cross, he likes to cut in a lot, like, and did he get to do that on the right? His main thing is goals. A few of his goals when he got the goals in the Premier League and outside of the Premier League were cut in from the left and shoot with the right, and it would go in top ins. Does he get to do that off the right? No. Is he a prolific crosser? No. That's why I think he's better off the left. I think personally, if he wants to be a winger for United, he needs to improve on his crossing. But that's the point. You can't just expect him and say he's been a trash signing when nobody at the start of the season, nobody said he should start. He shouldn't have started at the start of the season, but it's a shame that he has, because he would have been a 10 times better player if he was just slowed in. But we didn't bother getting any other signings, we didn't bother getting any other backups, so he's been forced to play a lot of games. And I think personally it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders as a new signing, because at the end of the day, like, for a young player coming into Manchester United, it's daunting. You might say at the moment United are trash, but you can't just say it's not scary for him, because we have the biggest fan base in the world. Millions watch our matches. Like, imagine how daunting that would be for him. Like, going from Swansea just to Man United when he was going to go to Leeds, but he said nah. Like, you have to remember that. Like, people are going too harsh on him. That's why people say, you're soft. But like, if I give him a 6 on match ratings, he's not meant to play anyways.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. He's trying. Go on.
Yeah, go on.
No, you. I was just about to finish up anyways.
Alright, yeah. See, what I was gonna say, I wasn't gonna say any of those. I was actually gonna say that I think that Bruno Fernandes coming in has like kind of took off like most people's eyes off of him. I feel like he's got less pressure.
That's another point I was gonna say.
Comes in, the eyes are all on him, all on the new signing. So I think that like he feels he has no pressure now. So he's thinking that it's gonna be easier to perform.
I agree with you. That's what I'm kind of saying. The pressure is too much for him. I don't see that's the thing I don't like. I think personally with the biggest fan, well, not that I don't like. You're obviously going to get scrutiny if you're a new signing. But like it's a bit harsh some people's expectations, and I don't like people saying the first minute they come in they're going to flop. Like you can make memes about some of the players, but at the end of the day, I even made how many memes did I make about Gallo signing, even though we had 20 options? But I did say, I'm not going to just slate him after every match. I'm going to give my honest feedback. I'm going to say what he can improve on, what he did well. Like, there's no need for an agenda on a new signing. There's no need. I don't have an agenda against Gallo. It just, out of 10 options, he was our last option. So that's, like, just goes to show. Like, I have nothing against any player signing. James, I think personally it's a disgrace that he came in, he scored a couple of goals and people are now slating him after he didn't score any more goals anymore.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think that's fair. Like, I think personally people need to look at themselves in the mirror. Like, people could say all they want. That's their opinion. They can criticize people if they want. But just my problem with criticizing him is, if that was Mason Greenwood, would you be criticizing him? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be. Exactly. Even I know Mason Greenwood was 18, but James, you kind of say not the same age, but you kind of say the thing about James as well. Like, why would you stick up for Greenwood if you're not going to say the same for James?
I know. It's true though. Because this is his first season.
Exactly. Like, I think he could be a good winger. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not sure if he could be world class.
Exactly, but that's the thing though. That's the thing, because we're not sure about that, because I don't think he has the right environment of coaching.
That's the thing. I think it's sad though that we're not sacking. It's sad we're not sacking Ollie though, isn't it? Like, we're not going to have that coach to develop players like Greenwood, to develop players like James, to develop players like Williams, to develop players like Lard. Eaton Lard signed a new contract for the under-23s. Like, we need to give these players the right coaches and the right circumstances.
Yeah.
Because eventually people think it's a little bubble and the young youth talent is going to stay. They're not all going to stay if they're being underutilised or misused. Like, they're not going to... You have to remember that it's not, Man United's not like a little bubble. When you walk in, you can't get out of it. Like, many players have walked out Man United, even in the big days. Like when we had 99, Ronaldo, like even Ronaldo, David Beckham. You know what I mean? Like, these players have left to go to other clubs and go on to new things. As big of a club as a brand we are, players aren't just gonna, where Madrid come knocking on the door. Like, some players do reject it, like Rio Ferdinand, but like 50% of the time players go, here, I'm sorry, like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, so we have to get back up to the top, or players are going to start, they get an offer from Real Madrid, they're gone.
Yeah.
And Pogba said that, what do you think? Pogba said that he's aiming to get back for the Manchester derby. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm liking that. That's it takes a long time for people. And
I don't like the agenda against Pogba at the moment. I think it's like kind of disgraceful. Like, but if there's another player that wanted to leave, like, has he come out in a vile way and said this club's a shambles and all that? No. Has even his agent has come out and said stuff, but it's not as bad as people are kind of making it out to be. Like, in my opinion, like, has his agent said this club is a shambles? No, this agent just said Pogba, my agent Pogba would like to leave, like, the club. So thanks for coming, good caller as usual. Guys, we need to clap for Tuss, yeah. But guys, we gotta get 2 more people in. I think this is kind of a bit kind of rushed today, but but anyways, right. Thanks as usual. Alright, see, I agree with Tuster. Like, the thing about Bruno's lifted weight off his shoulder, I'm just gonna get someone else on. Sorry, we're in a kind of rush today. You, man.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, yourself?
Grand. Anything specific, like, talk about anything like to bring up?
No, just anything.
Anything. I'd just like to ask you, what is your opinion on Ollie's not going to be sacked? Like, he's not. It's been confirmed. Ed Woodward has said that Ollie's going to be a success in long term. So, what is your opinion on that?
I'm actually not that. I'm actually fine with it, but it's just the fact of if you want him to stay, put the investment in the club, get more players in the summer, and then build a squad from there.
Like, see, I can get that as well, but my problem with that is you can only give a manager up so many times, and this was our last chance to get Pochettino, and Pochettino's gone. Like, people can have their views on it, but what I'm saying is Pochettino's not going to wait a season to come to Man United, is he? No, he's not. He's going to go to another club, and maybe not in the Premier League because they're not open. A Premier League top 8 club isn't even open for a Pochettino job. But like, I just want to ask you. People are telling me that you brought this up. What do you think? James had a good game against Watford because he had a break, or do you think it was because he was on the left?
Yeah, I believe it was on the left because he's so much more settled on the left than he is on the centre and right.
Like,
I felt like he was so much more fluid. He was more up the wing. He wasn't trying to cut in and sprint the ball in front of him. Trying to keep it close and up the wing.
Like, I was even saying to Tuss or Innocent, like TFKkid there, that like, you have to remember that James' first 4 goals were 2 of James' 4 goals that he got were cutting from left and shoot. Like, you have to remember that. But when he's on the right, he has to prolifically cross, and I don't think at the moment James is the type of player that would put a ball in the box. I think if James wants to be a prolific winger for United, he needs to get that in his game. But at the moment, if he's going to be playing so many games, I don't think he is that.
Yeah, I believe we should be playing him to switch games. If we want to play him centre, I feel like we bring him on as a 80th minute, 70th minute shoot, so he is a quick man, speed in the midfield. Like,
the problem I have with James at the moment though is I didn't want him to be playing this many games. That is my biggest problem. I think personally I would like to see him next season maybe be kind of slowed down, maybe get another winger, and then maybe get another winger, and then we can play James less, because what a super sub Dan James would be. I'm not gonna lie, he'd tear up defences if you sub him on the 80th minute or 70th minute, because the defence would be weakened, it would be tired. He'd just run through the gap. He would just run around your players and just tire them out even more. I think, but look, the problem with James is the fact that I think personally, the problem we have with James at the moment now is he's been so rushed in that this could have stunted his growth into the Premier League, because now he's like, oh crap, oh this is so fast. He might change his judgment at things. I didn't like that. One sec. Sorry, someone just typed in chat. I'm just reading what they said. I'll have to go now. Just came to check if my voice very good for Sunday. You go. Right, thanks bro, Main Street Studio, thanks for the support, thanks for tuning in while you're in work, shout out to you. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your day at work. Sorry about that, but enjoy your rest of the day at work. Sorry about that, man, but
it's alright.
Look, see, I don't like the way he's been used. I think he's meant to come in as a squad youth player that would come in, he would grow this season, and then he'd maybe be prolific winger next season. Not he'd have to literally start every game this season, and that is the downfall for him this season. That's why he hasn't been playing so well, in my opinion.
He even said himself he didn't realise he's going to play.
Yeah, exactly. He can't really say I don't want to play as many games. He's kind of hinting at it. We even noticed that he's hinting at it. And I think personally, when a player's hinting at it, you gotta listen to them. I think personally, for his age, like he's probably scared if he says to Ollie, sorry, can I play less games because I feel like it's stunted my growth. Ollie would probably be like, but you came here to play games and you don't want to play games. Like, you know what I mean? As a young player, you're not just going to go up to your manager at Man United and say, oh, I don't want to play as many games. He's going to take that as, I don't want to play for Man United.
Yeah. I mean, like, go out there and get a winger, someone like Grealish, who can play on the left-hand side, and they can kind of, like, balance it out, as well as Grealish can be pulled into the midfield. I feel like someone like Grealish would fit the mold of Manchester United as a number 10.
But the problem with Grealish is the fact that if we're sticking with this 2 CDMs, where does Grealish fit in? I think personally the problem I have with that is I like Grealish to sign, but I don't think he'd want to be a bench player. And I think personally Grealish would start and Bruno dropping CDM, and I don't want to see him dropping the CDM. I don't know. Like, I don't think you get the most out of Bruno as a CDM. Like, and I think Ollie's kind of been hinting at that by saying we have the number 10 on lockdown. But hopefully we can move to maybe a 4-3-3 with 1 CDM next season. Like, that would help massively. Like, but I don't think we will. Like, that would help. That would give us so much depth. That would give us so much more attacking play than just having this 2 CDMs. Like, I don't think it's the right move to play 2 CDMs at all because we're too defensive.
Yeah. That's the thing is with Ollie, he's just too defensive as well. It's like, he's too scared to take risks. And that's one of my main problems against him is, as a manager, you're going to take risks. Playing a 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, isn't going to fit the mould. You should be playing 4 at the back, and then playing maybe a 3-3 up front, because that just fits fluid better Premiership teams at the minute.
Exactly. Like, I was even saying it on the other group for like when we were like kind of in the United stand just chilling while they were doing call-ins. Like, I was saying that even if we did get shock Premier League win next season, Ollie's figured out for next season, the season after that, I mean, because if he stick with his counter-attacking football, we are not going to be a long-term successful team. And Ed Woodward's wrong, because it's easy to figure out counter-attacking football. Counter-attacking teams are never dominant for a long time.
That's the thing is when Edward said short-term pain for long-term gain.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't want to suffer.
Exactly.
Going further, if it means in the future
exactly.
to a position, at least I get to see my team be successful for a short period of time.
Yeah. Here, look. Thanks for coming to the call-in. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you come back. Like, we will have more. Hopefully you're a regular. Good first call. And guys, if you're in the comments, type well done for Saltman. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much.
See, I agree with that again. Like you have to remember that I don't want to see us losing games for a chance that we're gaining in the long term. I'm just going to get someone else on here. Ooh, where's he gone? One sec. One sec, guys. Hello? Hello? Are you there? look guys, we enjoyed that call-in show. It was very good. We had some new callers and everything. Not going to mention what happened with the last caller. That is his opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe he could come on another time. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed that stream. We had two new callers today. Hopefully enjoy it, and peace.